me, host Supersonic. Thank you very much for tuning in. Can you believe it's Halloween already? 31 days of horror toys have been and gone. And if I'm honest, I'm glad. I'm so tired. Do you know how much effort it takes? I know I do videos daily anyway, but sometimes I do videos where it's just like this, where I just turn the camera on and talk. I had to be organized for 31 days to get a proper action figure review out for each and every single day. And I'm not gonna lie when I said it's taken its toll on me this year. It has made me genuinely want to throw my hat in the ring and say I'm done this year. This is the last one, I'm done. But I know next year I'll get excited again when it comes around to Halloween. I'll do it again because that's what I do. But I hope you guys enjoyed this year's 31 Horror Toys in 31 Days. It was a lot of fun to film. It's cool to say that I've got so many new horror figures. Obviously this year it was mainly all action figures. There was, normally I throw in, random bits, but I sort of started out slow and then built it up. So, the last 10 days has been nothing but action figures. And we've even got some that we didn't even get to review that are now in my collection because I just didn't have time, like the NECA Gargoyle. That's still in my collection to be reviewed. And we've still got the Candyman action figure to be reviewed. And some new figure that just arrived today. That, again, I wanted to fit in before, but she just didn't arrive in time. The Bride of Frankenstein, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, April O'Neil. So, we've got so much content still to come. Hang on. Ooh, I'm trying to put that back now. We've got so much content still to come on the channel. Look at all this stuff down here. We've had so many deliveries over the last few days, and I've got so many more coming. It's insane. So, I'm very excited to say that November and December is going to be jam-packed. Full of figure reviews, toy reviews. It's going to be insane. Plus, I'm redoing the room, as you can see around me. I'm slowly changing things up, and I can't wait to give you guys the updated room tour. Hopefully, probably by January, I should have everything done. But yeah, new room tour for the new year. Next year is going to be a lot of fun. So we've got some big plans. Stick around. But for now, I've got off on a tangent here. Let's celebrate Halloween. So first things first, I want to show you guys some top 10s because top 10s are always fun. So let's start with my top 10 movies for this year to watch that I'm recommending. Okay, so we got that out of the way, but what 5 films do I recommend this year? Coming at number 5, and it was only $4.99, it's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Monsters and Mutants, the clash of the classic monsters with the Mummy, Dracula, Werewolf, Frankenstein featured with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. With the fact that we had the new NECA figures this year, I just felt like this was a perfect fit. Plus, I love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animation series from Nickelodeon. So this was definitely on my list, and Super Soul Jr. is going to enjoy this one with me. 4 is a no-brainer, The Long Halloween Part 1. There is also Part 2, or if you want to get the digital version, you can get both parts as a seamless cartoon, which is awesome. This is an adult cartoon, it's not for children by any means, and it's just an awesome cartoon. The Holiday Killer, it's based on the infamous comic book. It's just such a great movie. Can you celebrate without Elvira? No, you can't. So Elvira's Mistress of the Dark is definitely on my list each and every single year, and this is just such an awesome film. Another new one for this year, I've added this to the list, is Ghostbusters Afterlife. Only because I've watched the original Ghostbusters films to death, and this one is actually more accessible for Super Soul Jr., but not only that, I've watched the original Ghostbusters to death from being a kid, so it's nice to have something that's, altogether a little bit different, but still pays homage to the past. So Ghostbusters Afterlife, this is a great addition to the line. Number 1 for this year, I'm choosing Chucky Season 1. I know it's not a movie, so technically shouldn't really count, but it's so good. Chucky Season 1 expands and continues the story of Chucky and Child's Play. It goes back to the original idea of Chucky being more than just a spouting one-line comedian. He's actually a very sinister Child's Play killer in this one, which is awesome. So we're going back to the original style of Domicini, and it's just such a great television series. I cannot wait for the second series to hit the UK. Let's look at my top 5 action figures for this Halloween. Coming in at number 5, it has to be Annabelle. Do not open this case. She is so awesome. I still love this figure. This NECA figure with the case is the best one they've produced so far. She's awesome. Coming in at number 4, it's this brand new figure, Punk, by Fortnite, which is the Hasbro Fortnite series, the Victory Royale one. This is a brand new figure for this year. It's Series 5, and it is so cool with the pumpkin head. I love it. Number 3 has to be Power Rangers, the Pumpkin Rapper. For obvious reasons, people, it's the Pumpkin Rapper. That was the best Halloween episode of the Power Rangers. I remember it every year, my childhood, right there in a figure form. I never thought we'd ever see this as an action figure, so had to grab one. Sam has been knocked down the list this year. Sam is normally my number 1 go-to Halloween action figure every year, but this year he has slid to number 2 as we have a new rider in town. And no, I'm not looking at you, Ghost Rider. But before we do, I'd like to give an honourable mention to these 3 little scamps, the trick-or-treaters, from the season of The Witch. And NECA's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle monsters were definitely in the running. But number 1 this year has to go to the Headless Horseman. He is the worst. He's not the worst in this opinion, he's the best. He's the best action figure for Halloween, in my opinion. And I've put the little pumpkins around him. I've got them all lined up here on my shelf for Halloween. But guys, who is your Halloween favourite figure? Let me know in the comments. Okay, you guys have been waiting patiently for this all Halloween long. I'm not going to say it's the best video ever, but here we go. The most haunted house in the UK. This is 30 East Drive, Pontefract, the Poltergeist house. To set the scene, the family lived there in the 70s, were scared away by a poltergeist. If you've seen the movie When the Lights Go Out, it's based on that. Although they changed names and everything like that in that film, but it is based on that story. It is literally a ghost, supposedly going by the name of Fred, and it's the Black Monk of Pontefract, and basically, supposedly, that poltergeist haunts that location, and I slept there overnight with a bunch of other people. We were doing Ouija board seances and all sorts of random stuff during the night. So stick around for some of the content from the glass thing we did, the divination thing. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and fun being there with other people. Obviously, you bounce off everyone else when you get scared and stuff. So some of this footage isn't the best, but I've got about 5 minutes of footage from that night. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll come back in a moment to give you some context. I am here at 30 East Drive, meant to be one of the most haunted locations in all of England. This is the Poltergeist house. 30 East Drive, Pontefract, West Yorkshire. I'm spending the night here. We're going to have an overnight in this haunted location, and I'm bringing you guys along. Let's do this. No,
it's on South Wales, it's like on the border of England. And anyway, just have a 3 hour round. Pretty lovely. I'm not bothered. I'm just going to go. But it's really cool. The thing is, so we're going to go to the cemetery to do a well no. Yes. There's a woman who answers called Fanny.
Oh gosh.
I want to say Fanny Bryce because funny girl, but it's Fanny something.
Right.
Anyway, and in the cemetery there's her gravestone, her husband, her mum and dad, the 6 gravestones. And the family. But yeah, they're on very yeah, those are lady. She just locked herself with front room and then the whole house.
Is that a toilet?
No, the toilet is this one.
It's a bugger,
They
isn't
were
it?
just mental that night. but the droplets were on the floor.
Mm.
But I felt them on my leg, like where Sharon is now. Just stood side by side, and I thought, what's that? Looked down at the droplets, and we all looked up. Nothing.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
I think
me-
it was Chris that said, you
Yeah.
know that
Yeah.
was the second sign.
Please come forward and communicate with us using the glass on the table. It won't hurt to harm you. We're not here to hurt and harm you. And we expect the same from yourselves. So if there are any spirits with us, no matter where you're from, please come forward, and can you just move the glass in any direction just to let us know that you're with us. Please. Use the energy around the table and in the house. There's a lot of energy here. That's it, thank you. Can you do a bit harder, please? Just let us know you're here. You're taking the piss, aren't you? Aren't you? Yeah, it's fully free. Are you a girl? This is. Oh, thank you. Back in the middle. Are you the girl in the well? Underneath the fire. Okay, thank you.
I think the carpets have worn really well, to be fair. All the people that must walk up and warm than that.
Right.
Oh yeah, you get nails in your feet and your
Yeah.
What I want to do is I want you to tilt the table towards me for yes, and tilt the table towards Isabel, which is this one here.
So there we go, guys. The cabinet that I was trying to show you, I'm not sure if you could read that text, but basically, people like to take souvenirs from the house because Fred the ghost is known for throwing marbles around. And so you see these little marbles scattered throughout the house. It's a danger zone. And basically, if you saw The Most Haunted of 30s Drive, you probably saw that. These little marble, I think, got thrown at Yvette Fielding or something during the investigation. But yeah, when I was there, they weren't being thrown, but you could see them around the house. Every so often you'd hear one clink somewhere. It was very weird. But the cool part is, people like to try and take these things from the house. So there's a cabinet in the house full of writings and apology letters. Because when people take things from the house, weird things start to happen in their lives. And so they've returned the marbles. I think there was some coal, like a piece of coal. There was loads of things that have been taken from the house that people have returned with an apology letter, trying to get the spirit to leave them alone. So I thought that was quite funny. Then basically we went and did some of the. You saw us doing the. I don't really call it. I'm not related to this kind of stuff. Like the divination. I call it divination, isn't it? Is it divination? Where you put your fingers on the little glass and we did all that kind of stuff. And you saw that in the video. Other than that, though, not a lot happened. Not gonna lie. I can't say I'm convinced of ghosts, but it was fun to do over Halloween, and I enjoyed filming the video. And yes, I'm stupid. I will be back, because I've already contacted the owners about going and filming some actual horror toy content in a haunted house, because I think that would be funny. Plus, then I would be on my own and probably would absolutely jump out of my mind, because, you know, when you're on your own, your mind starts to think things up. So I'd probably scare myself into running out the house screaming. So all that's still to come in the new year. But yeah, let's jump straight into another top 10 now. Let's look at the top 10 comic books that I'm recommending for this Halloween's reading. But maybe you want something to read this Halloween, so let's take a look. Okay, my number one choice for reading this year, we have The Return of Sorcery, The Chilling Adventures. This is obviously based upon the art the Archie comics and Sabrina and stuff. It's from the world of Sabrina, and yeah, just the Return of Sorcery is going to be a great series. I've enjoyed the first issue, and it's a great read for Halloween. Thanks to the popularity of the new Werewolf by Night one-shot series that was produced for Disney Plus, we now have Moon Knight Annual number 1. Beware of the Werewolf by Night. He is back in this one. This is the annual for this year, and it is so cool to see Werewolf by Night back. Such a great comic. Number 3, it's Marvel's Halloween offering for this year, The Crypt of Shadows number 1. I'm not sure if this story will be continuing. It's quite a continued, contained story, and it has been produced for this Halloween, I believe, but it contains, Elsa Bloodstone, there's Moon Knight in there, and there's also characters like Man-Thing and stuff, so Crypt of Shadows should definitely be on your pull list for this Halloween. Number 2, if you were a fan of R.L. Stein's Goosebumps back in the day, then this is another comic for you. R.L. Stein's The Stuff of Nightmares. Boom Studios has produced this amazing comic by R.L. Stein. The artwork is superb and should definitely be something you should pick up this Halloween. Coming in at number 1, Is It Even Halloween Without Creepshow? A continuation of the Creepshow comic books in its classic styles are back with tales of suspense and horror. This is issue 1, and I've already got issue 2 as well to read. 30 years of Image Comics as well. Paul Dini wrote one of the stories as well. If you know who Paul Dini is, he helped make, or if not single-handedly created, Harley Quinn. So, this is a great book, and I definitely recommend it for Halloween. It's Creepshow, for God's sake. So, guys, another Halloween has been and gone. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, the 31 horror toys this year was a chore. It was a drag, but I enjoyed it, and I've got through it. That's the thing. I got through it. And some of the toys I wanted haven't even landed. So, plenty of stuff coming up on the channel. Still some horror content still to come as well in the future. We will be doing some Marvel Legends, some brand new DC Multiverse, and we've got a bunch of awesome new toys from Joy Toys. So stick around tomorrow for a haul where we get a massive box from Joy Toys full of figures. Stay tuned for that. Guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, I'm your host, Soup Sorrel, and I'll see you in the next video. But until then, happy Halloween, and may the Force be with you. Bye!